Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cardinals will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers' offense will come out first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end getting vertical. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to throw again. Firing toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, going up, stuffing the run.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Toss sweep to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space. This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Memphis. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the snap, it's Darnold. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. There he goes to the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Creates a little space.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys.
Touchdown, Memphis! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. What a cut. Now he's loose. All by himself down the middle. At the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. He splits the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense. And that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds space on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Memphis! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
He breaks a tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert. Turning it on! They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there!
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Swings it out to his running back. And that one did not work.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Wicks. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without score. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed, and the returner will be dragged down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Let's go. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a short run there, and that'll end it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.